Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Good morning, everybody. There we go. Well, I hope you all are having a fantastic morning. Happy Tuesday to you. Good morning, Bavella. How are you, Ari? How's it going today? We are ready to go to the technical backpack and the gold mine today. And who knows what else we'll do. We got a bear that we just killed. We need to go check him out. We need to go get that kind of squared away. I think we got all the meat harvested up. But we'll see what happens today. And then we got Stellaris Machine Age coming out this afternoon. That new update is dropped. So it'll be new Machine Age Stellaris starting this afternoon. Brand new file. We are a little bit thirsty. Okay. Well, that's okay. I think we got a little bit of water, so we're good. But good morning, everyone. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. Do I really have my arrow shafts on me? I really do. Interesting. Finally got a new doctor. Nice. That's awesome, Bad Boy Gamer. I'm happy for you, buddy. All right, let's look around the house here. We haven't really even searched it yet. Bandage, a note. Nothing in the locker. A can of spray paint. Some books here. Now with that can of spray paint and some fire, we could maybe make a blowtorch, right? Right? Yeah. Okay, it looks like there's some books up there. Well, I'm very happy for you, Bad Boy Gamer. I hope that surgery goes successfully and well for you, my friend. I really, truly do. Alright, so we are going to leave that here to cure for right now. Let's see what kind of food we got. So we got a can of dog food. And we got a little candy bar and some ketchup chips. Got a can of tomato soup, which I'm not going to eat yet. Let's eat a few of these cattails real quick. All right. What do we have on us that's weighing us down so much? I got a bunch of books. Yeah, I got 2 kilos of books. That's gonna put a crimp in our style. Oh, we have these socks I need to break down real quick. Sorry, I'm a little stuffy today too. My nose got all stuffed up last night, which is wild. Okay, I do have this heavy hammer on me now, so that's interesting. There's the deer hide. There's that chair. I can break that down with my hands, I think. Yep, there we go. Good morning, Honora. Hello and welcome. There's what I was looking for. Okay. So we're going to put these books in here. Going to put this can in here. Where's the can? There's the can. Put the can in there. Next week on the 15th, I have to go to my perm doctor to send me to the hospital to get MRI done on my right lower leg. Well, that's awesome. I hope that goes well for you. I'm glad you're getting it all done, Bad Boy. I know that was kind of a setback to have your attending surgeon kind of pass away there, but hopefully everything will go smooth from here on out. That would be good. We'll cross our fingers and hope that all goes well for you. All right, we're gonna go up to the other hut here real quick. better roll flashlight out because I can't see nothing. There's that. Okay, so there's the door right there. Okay. It's TLD Stellaris Day. Yes, indeed. We're doing some long dark this morning. Oh, we got bags of meat to...
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
We got bags of meat out here we need to harvest up real quick. Actually, though, you know, it's nice enough weather right now. We can harvest these up if a storm hits. Let's go ahead and head up here real quick. It's really nice. I sure hope so, Bad Boy Gamer. I know you've gone through a lot here lately, so I hope that I really hope that helps you out. We got 9 arrows left right now. We picked up 2 free arrows here in Ash Canyon over at the Angler's Den. There's always 2 arrowheads there, which is really nice. Good morning, Mr. Pyro Ninja. How you doing? It's a gorgeous night out tonight. We're gonna go up here to the foreman's hut, foreman's camp. I don't know what I forget what they call it. I know there's some ptarmigans up here too, but I don't really need the ptarmigans at this point. There we go. Fly away, little ptarmigans. Fly away free. But yes, today we got Long Dark for like the next 3 hours, and then we're going to switch over and play some Stellaris for about 3 hours, because I do have to get off and to bed early, because I'm going out driving tomorrow on my day off, so I need to get some good rest tonight. Make sure there's nothing behind here. There's just a crate. Yeah, you know, that's the thing, Bad Boy Gamers. You do have a lot of it ahead of you, my man. There's a lot of it ahead of you. We're just gonna get a little fire going. Hey, look what's right there. There's some more matches for us. Yay! That's like our 3rd box of matches so far. %, of the torch to get that lit like that. That is crazy.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
Well, we'll do one more try with the torch. Or with the flare.
Come on, little fire.
If it doesn't work this time, I'm gonna have to bring a torch out and light it with the torch. Yeah, to get that fire lit. We used up pretty much all of the flare. That is crazy. Some more flour and salt. Candy bar. Little wood matches. There we go. Shoes. Couple taters. Taters, precious. What are taters? Hey, there's a whetstone. There's even a skillet here. I was like, where's the stew card? There it is. Ranger stew. So we just found Ranger stew, boys and girls. Which takes venison, rabbit, potato, carrot, broth, and old mill flour. None of which we're going to sacrifice. At least not right now. Okay. Got a little vest in here. Little shirt in there. Hey, Killer Strawberry, how you doing? It's going good. There we go. All right, we are a little on the overweight side. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, we're a little overweight. Let's throw that in there. Make it go bye-bye. Okay, how much water do I have right now? I've got a little bit of water. You know what? Let's go ahead and put both of our pans down. Let's just cook up some baked potatoes for ourselves. Do I have that many? I have that many potatoes, huh? Interesting. Mrs. Pac-Man, how are you? It's made with real rangers. Yes, the ranger stew made with real rangers. Come get some today, boys and girls. It's very delicious. Is Mr. Bear still roaming about? No, we killed him at the very end of last stream. Very end of last stream, Mr. Barr. Mr. Barr's taking a nap right now. We didn't kill him. He's taking a nap. He's going zzz, zzz. Does not walking slow cause the weight bother? Because of the weight bother you? It drives me slightly insane when I do it. Not really. No, I'm used to it at this point. I try to get down to a point where I can sprint, but other than that, I'm pretty used to it. It's kind of a state of, it's kind of my state of being. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna drop you three here. But yeah, it doesn't really bother me, Killer Strawberry, not that much anyway. I mean, it's just sort of like, well, you know, I accept it because I like to walk very slowly. I just accept it because otherwise I'd have to drop things. There's some zen walking going on, yes. We're very zen about our walking. We say I walk and go om. All right. Oh, did I really do that? I really did that, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay. Ooh, I was like, did I pick up that water too quick? I didn't do it. Okay, that's good. Let's see. So we got 10 minutes till the potatoes done. So we'll get that and eat it. Let's see which one of these skillets is better. Let's grab a torch from there. Is there anything else I want in this cabin? I mean, there's wood and stuff that I could use, of course, but I'm not going to do anything with it. Alright. We're going to rip apart one of these skillets. We'll rip that one apart because it's the lower condition one. Being able to talk to chat during the walk would certainly help. It would. Okay, let's go ahead and keep that torch there. Let's craft up a couple of rose hips. There we go. But yes, I find that's one thing too, is it does give me a chance to catch up with chat when I have chat and I'm talking to them. It's easy to keep walking slowly because it doesn't really matter to me. I'm keeping up with chat and having fun with them, so that definitely is a bonus. Got the frozen angler there. Let's go back down to the mining camp real quick. And then we'll drop some weight there and kind of chill for a minute. Oh, wow. Did not expect that at all. I thought it was a mild storm. I did not expect it to be a major storm. Wow. Well, we'll go down here. We'll harvest up that bear meat now. Because, yeah. Was not expecting this at all. That is old stuff. Hey, Matthew, how you doing? Yeah, that foreman's cabin is pretty nice. Just wait for daylight. It'll be fine. We'll just wait for daylight, Killer Strawberry. Sounds like a great plan. I'll just pass time until daylight comes around. That sounds like a fantastic plan. These always seem to be gone. Those maples always, or birch always seem to be chopped down. Yeah, I don't think waiting for daylight's gonna help me a whole lot. I just for some reason don't think it will. Daylight will be there on the other side of the long dark. It'll be that white light that I'm moving to. Don't go towards the light. Don't do it, Atheenon. Don't go towards the light. It's not good. Alright, let's go ahead and harvest this up. We can just do it with our hands, because I don't care. It's nice also they let us now do the meat bags with our hands. It used to be you had to start it just like everything else. You had to start it with a tool, and then you could do it with your hands. And now you can just do it with your hands, which is very nice. Is that the only meat stuff I have? Good. Alright. I did pick up another thing of flour up there, which is kind of nice. So I got two, almost two full things of flour, which that's going to make us a lot of pies. See, we got two. Well, one's about halfway done. One's about halfway empty, so. Oh, of course it's now nice out. Okay. Yeah, the hacksaw is really nice. I mean, if you don't care, the hacksaw is what I generally use as well. If you don't mind, you know, getting your hands dirty, if you can use your hands, it takes a little more time, but your hands don't require anything to repair either. So that's why I generally like to use my hands, because it's like, well, I'm warm, I'm not tired, I'm warm, I'm gonna get a little hungry and thirsty doing it, but so what? You know, I'll survive. I just like that I don't have to repair my hands. There's usually a bear around here. We actually killed the bear, Matthew. Last episode, we killed the bear. So be very careful when you're getting ready to harvest. If you have meat on you and you're getting ready to harvest another bag, sometimes there used to be a glitch. I don't know. They may have taken it out, but there used to be a glitch where when you'd click on the bag, it would skip to a piece of meat and you'd accidentally start eating the meat. I usually don't like having multiple bags in my inventory because that was an issue for a while. It doesn't look like it is now. I was testing it out there. That's why I paused. That's why I would pause before I'd stop. Before I'd click on the bag and then I'd wait and see if it skipped to a piece of meat. Wow, this is a very slow walk, boys and girls. Very slow walk. Very, very slow. Alright. Yep, we got Mr. Bear, which is nice. We're way overweight, which I understand. It is what it is. I'm almost thinking of going back down and dropping stuff off at the Angler's Den, because that's kind of like our main base of operation here. And if we could take down our hides and our guts, drop those off down there, we'd be able to proceed on a lot easier. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave some of this fuel here. There we go. That gets us down below weight, right? Okay, perfect. Well, below weight once we eat a pie. Once we eat one of these venison pies, then we'll be below weight. There we go. And there's a cool little back way down here that you can take. If you don't want to go the whole rigmarole back the way we were. Now, the thing is, we're going to have to come back up here. And I have a feeling this time the wolves in the valley there will not be so pleasant. I have a feeling they'll be up and about. Last time we came up here, the wolves weren't up here for some reason. I don't know why. And I don't know why. The moon is beautiful. This is what we call the ski slope over here. Yeah, that's a really beautiful shot of look at that shot right there. Let's take a moment and appreciate how beautiful that is right there. That's actually that's a Hadrian moment, boys and girls. We're capturing that forever. So I call this the ski slope. You can sort of slalom down it. Swoosh. Yeah, we do need some first aid. I'll make a few more bandages when we get down there. Silly ski slope. Giving us sprains everywhere. I swear to God. See, we came all the way down here, and then the cabin is right ahead of us. The angler's den, I should say. That looks like there should be some loot there or something. Give you guys night vision so you can see a little bit easier there. It's pretty bright out, but night vision never hurts. I've not got it yet. No, that's our goal tonight, is to get the backpack. That is our goal tonight, is backpack ho! But we've gathered up a bunch of stuff, so I wanted to bring it down here and drop it off. We got some hides, some guts. Another bear hide. And we gotta do it because we had a nasty, we need the hides and guts because we had a nasty wolf take out a bunch of our clothing and destroy it. Well, not destroy it, but knock it down pretty hard. I got steak and mashed potatoes and vegetables again tonight. Oh my goodness, that sounds good. A steak and mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes. I don't know if there's anything more yummy than mashed potatoes, to be honest. Now, we did get the key to this little box here, so we're gonna see what's in the box. What's in the box? What's in the box? Got some fish.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
We got some. Got fish with no eyes. They're called. All right. And because of those fish, we're actually going to light a fire in here. Turn that off. Actually, I should probably drop my hides and guts here real quick. There we go. And then light the fire. And then we can cook up some fish. Cheesy mashed potatoes, yum. Those are even better. Mashed potatoes with sour cream. I even like sour cream on mashed potatoes. I'm not kidding. I mean, you have it on baked potatoes, so why not mashed? I like mashed potatoes in whatever form they're given to me, I guess. Anora's probably like, sour cream, ooh, yuck. Unpopular opinion, but I don't like cheese. Hey, you know, to each their own. I love cheese. I don't think I could live without cheese, to be honest. To me, a world without cheese is just not a world worth living in. There we go. Oh, don't worry about it, James. You know, food is another one of those things that everybody can have their own opinions on. Everybody can like different things. My son loves really spicy food. I can't stand spicy food. It just doesn't sit well with my stomach or whatever, and so I'm a hard pass on spicy stuff, and he absolutely loves it. That's like what he's all about. He's like, put more spice on it. Put more stuff on it. I'm just like... For me, it's just a no-go. All right, let's throw these in here. Actually, you know what? That's only 12 minutes till ready there, but you know what we're gonna do? Yum yum. Salt and pepper, you're good. Yeah, and see, you know, my dad was the same way. He was a very salt and pepper kind of guy. 29 minutes. Yeah, let's do 29 minutes. Let's use this to make an arrow. Let's throw a piece of coal in here. Another 29 minutes, and we'll make another arrow. Do you know what the coldest region is? I find myself freezing like crazy when I'm Bleak Inlet and the airport. Yes, those are the two coldest regions. You've hit it right. You hit the nail right on the head. Both of those are both the coldest regions. Yeah, Bleak. It's kind of a toss-up. It used to be Bleak Inlet was like the obvious answer, but now it's kind of a toss-up between the two, to be honest. So yeah, it used to be very easy to say it's Bleak Inlet, no doubt. But I've seen some pretty cold temperatures in Forsaken Airfield as well. Yes, salt and pepper, maybe a little garlic. How about a dash of cumin, some red pepper flakes? Off we are. We're off to the races now. Hey, you know, there's a lot of good food out there, so. And if somebody enjoys it, good for them. The airport scares me. It's so easy to get caught in a blizzard with such a big map. Yes, that's the biggest thing you'll run into in that zone. Is it's so easy to be walking along and all of a sudden just whoosh, the blizzard comes out of nowhere, and you're stuck in the middle of it, and you have no clue where you're at. And that's why I always recommend, if you're in Forsaken Airfield, constantly be looking around for landmarks. Kind of keep in mind, okay, if I went left here, I would have X, or if I went right here, I would be over at Y. You know, just constantly be looking around. Keep your head on a swivel, because you can get caught out very quickly in that zone. And all it takes is a little bit of inattention, and all of a sudden you are screwed. And you can't find your way around anymore. and you're like, where the hell am I? Okay, let's drop that. I'm gonna keep the book with me because I'm gonna read it at some point. Good God, how am I so overweight? Okay, I got a bunch of clothing on me I don't need. That's good. Let's drop that stuff over here. Actually, I could scrap all that tonight. Yeah, let's scrap all that before we go to sleep. Oh, and we got all the fish on us. I forgot we have all these. We have a ton of fish on us, a literal ton of fish. Okay. I'm gonna fill up my lantern a little bit more. There we go. Got our lantern to 0.66 again, which is nice. I'm allergic to pepper, so I had to find alternatives that people don't mind eating. What did you find? What did you find was good, Honora? I mean, if I was allergic to pepper, I'd probably just cut it out. I love pepper, but I don't love it that much. Paprika? Paprika or dill, depending on food. Okay. To be honest, I'm a pretty bland person when it comes to food, so even if it doesn't have a lot of flavor, I'm still pretty good with it. Because honestly, for me, it's like I'm an eater. I'll just eat it. I'll just eat it. And if it's bland, well, you know, so that's just the way it goes. That's just the way it goes. I'm kind of keeping an eye on if the machine age has dropped yet. I can't wait for the machine age. It's going to be so good. And we are going to be playing some of the machine age later on today, boys and girls. So that is going to be fun. We're going to be playing the new Stellaris machine age update. Stellaris machine age. It's in my library. Shush. Shush. It looks like it did go live. Nice. Okay, so it is live. I'm always worried with new updates if they're gonna actually come out when they say they're gonna come out. So it is actually live, boys and girls. So we'll be starting a whole new race today. We'll be giving them their own origin and everything. It's going to be awesome. All right, so there's that. Let's get our bedroll flashlight out because I don't want to. Yes, I saw State of Decay 2 had an update. We'll be playing some State of Decay 2 this Thursday, as a matter of fact. So that I'm super excited about as well. All right, let's go ahead and drop the fish here. There's a little vitamin C when we come back down. We've got quite the pantry here right now, which is kind of nice. Okay, I'm at 42 kilos right now, which means 43 I'm good. So I might want to drop just a little bit more stuff, maybe. Let's see if there's anything else I want to drop that'll help our weight. I think I have a bunch of... Yeah, I have some feathers here. So let's throw these feathers in here. Let's throw all this cloth in here because there's cloth up there I can gather. Throw all but one of those in here. Let's see. I'm going to throw the metal in there. Throw these old man beards. Oh, I'm going to grab one cloth out because I do need to make myself a bandage. I'm going to keep the torches on me because we'll burn through those, and we'll just get rid of them as we need to. And they'll also be sticks for us. It doesn't put us too much overweight. Get rid of a couple of the teas. If we need three herbal teas between here and there, we are in a lot bigger trouble than I could ever imagine. Let's get rid of 2 of the old man beard wounds. I'm gonna get rid of those for right now, just for the weight. These all weigh hardly anything. Let me get rid of one box. I'll get rid of both these boxes of matches, and then I will grab a... whatever the biggest one is. Okay, I guess it is the 17. I was hoping some of those would stack, but they didn't, so... Okay, I think we're good. We're at 39, which is a good weight. Do I need... yeah, those don't weigh very much. And I like to have the pistol because we're going to use that to scare away the wolves up here. All right. There we go. There's the door. Let's see what kind of weather. It doesn't look like the weather's bad. It looked like Anora, though. It looked like the update to the 7 Days to Die was pretty small. It didn't look like it was a very big update. Why does this almost feel like an electrostatic fog out here? You know what I'm saying? Here, I'll give you night vision so you sort of... doesn't that look like an electrostatic fog almost? It almost looks like I mean, it's kind of foggy, but it looks like it's going to be an electrostatic fog. It's a patch fix from last week's update. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I just saw it and updated it. I didn't have a chance to actually go look at it yet. So I'm looking for a battery for Signal Void. Searched all of Milton, Mystery Lake, and Coastal Highway, 0 batteries. So, which place are you looking for it for? Is it Milton that you're looking for it? See, that's so weird. I have never, ever not found one in Milton. And maybe I'm just super lucky. I have never not found one in Milton. It's always there somewhere. It's always there somewhere in one of the cars. And usually it's one of the cars in town. And that's so weird. I've tried to confirm that myself, but I've never had a Milton run where I've not found the battery in Milton. I would say Broken Railroad is probably your best bet, Killer Strawberry. There's usually one in Broken Railroad inside the maintenance yard. I would also search inside the buildings around there because there is a chance it could be in the buildings too. I think I hear the wolves out here now. I'm gonna get my torch out just in case. What was I shooting at? I was seeing if there were any wolves around. I didn't hear any wolves. I was just that was a warning shot. The warning shot across their bow. Okay, this is super eerie. The last time we came up here, there were no wolves. This time, there's no wolves. What is happening right now? What is going on right now? Well, I did it because if you fire a gun, you'll hear the wolves. The wolves will go, yep, 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 and they'll run off in the distance. And I was seeing if the wolves were out. There's no wolves here again. There's no wolves here again. They went to picket for no cats. Yeah, I think they did. Hey, Beetlebee, how you doing? Yeah, see, and honestly, Killer Strawberry, I don't know if it's guaranteed. I just personally have never had a run where I've not found a battery in Milton somewhere. Now, Forlorn Muskeg, I didn't know the battery was guaranteed there. So I carried one all the way from Broken Railroad back to Forlorn Muskeg, only to find that it was there, and I was like, oh, really? I don't know. I have no idea if they took him out of there or not. I A warning shot across their bowels, exactly. I'm so cold. We put our pants on before we put our underwear on. Now that is a true trick right there. Anybody can take their underwear off without taking their pants off. But to put your underwear on without, you know, after you put your pants on, that is the true magician. Was loose enough under things it can be done. I don't want to know about loose under things. Or be flexible. Well, I'm definitely not that. I'm definitely not flexible. We are going to make another trip over here, so to the mining camp at some point. But for right now, we're going to head to the backpack. It'll be easier once we have that 5 extra kilos of carry weight. And this is a rather, it's not a long journey, but it's just kind of it's a journey. It's a journey to get to the gold mine. The nice thing is there's a couple little stopping points along the way. The place you can read a book or camp out for a night. There's a few maples and birch along the way. There's some rabbits along the way. So there's a few things here and there that can make your life make the journey a little more pleasant. And the best part is there's no wolves up here at all. There's a couple rabbits sometimes in this area, but I don't see them today. Hey, another whetstone. I always like those. Those get scarce as the game goes on. I usually don't really have many whetstones after about day, I don't know, 200, 250. Usually I'm out. They're out in Z. Alright, here we go across the wonderful, wonderful, amazing bridge. No more auto walk. Here's the butt clencher. We call this bridge the butt clencher. I was so worried at first that we'd fall through the slats in the bridge. Like, they wouldn't do that to us, would they? Nah, you can just fall through the holes in the side. And trust me, you can. I've done it. It's neither fun nor funny. It's actually probably a nice thing that we can't see down there. Lots more maple in the game now. I think they overcorrected and gave us way too much maple, to be honest. I think they overcorrected a wee bit on the maple. There is so much maple in the game now. It's crazy. I thought there was enough maple before, but now there's just, like, exorbitant amounts of maple. Does the temperature change in this mode? Yes, it does go up and down a little bit. I'd say the median temperature is a lot more constant, Flippe. It definitely, the median temperature overall is more constant, but it does go up and down. I've noticed there's points where I'm only at like 2 arrows down, and then there's points that I'm 3 arrows down. Very rarely do I get a point though where I'm like 1 arrow down. It doesn't really seem to have the night, the evening temperatures at all. So it seems like the average temperature is a little bit better, but we don't get as many of the extremes. We don't get the extreme cold of the morning or the extreme warmth of the evening. So that's the big difference that I've noticed, is that those don't really kick in at all. Sometimes there'll be a box of matches at the end of one of these bridges, so never hurts to look. Now watch. Now that I have 2 bear coats, this will be the one time in the entirety of my gameplay where I'll actually get a bear coat up here. That would be hilarious. Let's get Wolfjaw Overlook done there. There we go. Is there anything up over here that I need? Nope, there's a stick. I'll take you, thank you. There's another rose hip. I'll take you, thank you. And a cedar. And a rose hip. And a climb. Ugh. Okay, drama queen. You can get up the cliff. It's not the end of the world. And then we have another one of those that we have to mess with. That's what she said. Hey now, okay, let's go. Poor Astrid, I just give her such a hard time all the time. I don't know why. Probably because she annoys me. Alright, do we get any good loot over here? None. The game just stiffed us. It stifled us. Wow. Haven't seen the bear coat up there since loot changes. Yeah, I never ever got the bear coat. The game just hates me. Now this area here is actually warm, surprisingly. Although it doesn't really matter because there's a cave right up ahead of us. That is way better to, like, post up in for the night or post up in and get some rest. We haven't found the rope either, so we're gonna have to go take the rope from, we have to go take the rope, to help us out. Now, it used to be the stem was right here, and they took the stem away from this zone, from what I can tell. I have not found the stem in this zone for so long. Yeah, it used to be the stem was right there. It was kind of cool. It was like a little hidden stem on a. It was like a hidden stem in the game. All right, how much fuel do I have? Okay, I got 18 sticks and a fur. Okay. Not going to stay here very long, but we are going to make a little fire for ourselves so we can heat up a little quicker. I just got 3 birch saplings doing 1 beachcomb and coastal highway. Is that unusual? That is a little unusual. That is a little unusual. I mean, I found birch and maple before while beachcombing Killer Strawberry, but that seems a little excessive. I mean, honestly, birchcombing, Honestly, beachcombing right now is a little broken in my opinion. I hope that when they rework the game a little bit, they're gonna fix it. Because I really do believe it's a little broken right now. At least it appears to be broken at the moment. You just get too many. You get too many things, too many nice things from it. Yeah, the spawns are just way too high, especially on Interloper. It's almost like there's no difference between an Interloper spawn for it and a non-Interloper spawn. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you get the same amount of stuff on Stalker, Pilgrim, and Voyager that you get on Interloper. And so I don't know if they have the I don't know what it is, I don't know if they have it set correctly. I think they might have it set incorrectly at this point. So, Heinrich, how you doing? Good evening. We are headed towards the technical backpack and the gold mine right now. I decided to stop here and get a little warmth, make a couple of teas. But yeah, it is a little high, I will say. Okay. Hey, Valor the Desert Fox, how you doing? Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, Becky. Look at her butt. Let's cook up these teas real quick. Alright, we're 38 kilos. That's great, because we can climb with that. Alright, before we go to sleep, I'm going to lay these out here real quick and just see if we can get these curing a little bit for us. Okay, I'm going to drink one of our teas here that we just made. Get a little warm-up juice going on. There we go. Gonna put a little water on there. The burdock plant, is it worth it? When I'm like, yeah, okay. Well, the burdock plant is really nice if you find the prepper pie recipe. The prepper pie recipe is what you want the burdock plants for. Now, as far as, like, the burdock plant for the, it's pretty much a mushroom. It's pretty much like 2 mushrooms, but you don't want to use it for that. You don't want to use it for the mushroom stuff. You don't want to use it for the antibiotic. You want to use the burdock root to make recipes. And it takes 2 burdock root per prepper's pie. So you want to collect them and grab them and make them yours, because it will be worth it later on down the road. In the beginning of the game, though, I wouldn't really worry. I mean, I would collect them, but I wouldn't do anything with them. But yes, the famous prepper's pie. Tylea, hello, hello. How are you, darling? Hope you're having a great day as well. But yes, you want them for the prepper's pie, Valor. That's where they come in really handy. And the machine age has dropped, boys and girls. Stellaris machine age has dropped. So today we will be starting a brand new machine race, and we will be going to town with them. Brand new machine race, brand new Stellaris playthrough. And I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. See, like right now, I'm getting decent temperatures. Well, out of the wind I was. I'm a little bit tired today, but that's on purpose, because after I get done streaming this afternoon, I'm going to go to bed. And I'm going to get up and do some driving in the morning. New paid DLC. Yes, it is a new paid DLC pack. Do I have the Darkwalker feet? Heck yes, I do. 'Cause I am a dark walker, my friends. I decided since we were doing an all-night challenge, we might as well take it. I never get to use it ever. So. I did play till almost midnight last night. Manor Lords is a lot of fun, I'm not gonna lie. I'm having a lot of fun with Manor Lords. Valor has reached a 15-game streak. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. But yeah, we played Manor Lords for like 8 hours. It was so much fun. Our cities are looking so good. We actually have 2 cities now. And we actually just fought our first war and won decisively. He didn't let the evil Baron beat us down. He is an evil Baron, by the way. He's very evil. He's like evil Knievel evil. Ooh, goodness gracious. Land to Goshen. I'm gonna sharpen my knife up real quick. You're not playing Mech Arena? I blame that on you. Hey, you can stop anytime you want to. It's not my fault. Okay, maybe I'm a little at fault. It's not my fault, though. I still have it holding our guild, too. Very nice. Alright, we're a little overweight, but that's okay. We'll drop some weight in the morning. Okay. Actually, I'm going to read this book real quick. There we go. Hopefully they got us to fishing 3. Hey! Look at that. Look at that right there. That got us to fishing 3, boys and girls. Oh, yeah. Put that right by the fire here. There we go. This drops these sticks here, too. 0.75 kilos might make the difference. Okay. Let's go ahead and eat a few more cattails. Got enough food for a couple of days, so I'm not super worried about that. And then let's go ahead and drink down some of these heavy teas and get our water back. Finish it off with an actual drink to drink. I think will be good weight. Tomorrow we climb down. Can matches spawn on Beachcombing? From what I've heard, they can. But I personally have never found any, but I've had people in chat say they have. So I'm taking their word, and supposedly they can spawn on Beachcombing. But I have a feeling they're rare, because I've never personally found any. So I have a feeling they're rare, but I've heard they can. Give you guys night vision so you can see a little bit easier. Makes it look a little more daylightish out. It's not, believe me, I'm still seeing this. That's what I'm seeing, but you guys get to look at a little more brighter world than me. A little brighter, happier world than I get to look at. Just saying. Oh, is that 2 pieces of cedar right there? I don't think I can do it. Yeah, I'm at 39.3. I can pick up 1. Now I'm 0.3 over. Let's eat some cattails and see if we can get down under 40. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if we can just drink a little bit of water, that should put us underweight. Yes! Yes, 39.97, baby. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Only matches you can find on Beachcombing are random matches from backpacks, corpses, and lockers. Okay. Thank you, Ratia. I appreciate that. So there you go, Killer Strawberry. Ratia on YouTube is saying the only matches you can find on Beachcombing are random matches from backpacks, corpses, and lockers. And Ratia is also saying they haven't found any so far. So I guess that's sort of like a more succinct answer than my, I don't know. See how inaccurate that is compared to that right there? That's dinner for us, boys and girls. And but that's on Interloper? Okay, so that's on Interloper. So Ratia is also saying that's on Interloper, so maybe your experience will differ with differing difficulties, so. So very rare. Yeah, I think they're pretty rare. I think they'll be very rare, yes. Which makes sense. They shouldn't be a common beachcombing thing. There are cardboard matches just laying around on lower difficulties. Okay. Which is kind of odd because if it was washed up from the water, those matches, those non-wooden matches would be just ruined. Well, heck, the wooden matches would probably be ruined. Let's just be honest. Hey, we got a oh, Jesus, criminy. A couple rifle cartridges and a toque. Interesting. Interesting loot. Yeah, I think that was one of the things that was kind of weird. It was hard when I got to Interloper and started playing Interloper. It was so weird because I was so used to all the cardboard matches and they were just gone. I was like, oh, what's going on? Where's my matches? It's like, oh, you don't get cardboard matches on this level. It's like, oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, that is Interloper definitely is it's a game with same mechanics, but just a completely different meta than Stalker, Voyager, or Pilgrim. It just has such a different feel and a different flair to it. Anything in here? No. And it takes a little while to get used to it. It really, truly does. And some people are just like, nah, I don't want to get used to it. There we go. Now, sometimes there will be matches right here, but I don't see any. I was totally shocked the first few times I tried it. Oh yeah, my old runs on Interloper were super duper short. Hey look, another box of matches and some lantern fuel. Nice. Nice. Another piece of coal. Take off our boots and our sockies so they don't get wet. I didn't realize you had to constantly move about. Yeah, I mean, it's completely different. I mean, even when I'm playing Stalker or Voyager, I always like to move around because I like exploring. And for me, the exploration is great. But yes, you definitely are more forced to do it in Interloper than any other difficulty level, so that's for sure. What is my longest run? 828 days or 26 days. But that was a while ago. I think my current longest run is 696 days. That's my current longest run. Now, I have had longer runs before that, but that's my current longest. And that was Will Eggy McKenzie III. Wasn't even Will Eggy Jr. It was Will Eggy McKenzie III. He was a fine fellow. If you don't take your boots off there, your boots will start to get wet. Couple rifle cartridges. That's kind of interesting. Oh yeah, there's some guys who have gotten just insane numbers, Killer Strawberry. Unfortunately, our Korean brothers and sisters can no longer join us because Twitch is banned over there now, which kind of sucks. They don't do Twitch Twitch is not banned. They closed up shop, I should say. All right, we got the crampons, and most importantly, we got the technical backpack. So now we have 45 kilos of carry weight, which is awesome. It wasn't banned, I'm sorry. They closed up shop. Twitch decided to take themselves out of Korea. I don't know if it was at the behest of the government or not, but they are no longer in Korea. They no longer stream over there. There's no Korean Twitch any longer. There's a few countries that Twitch is not in any longer. I wonder. I think it was financial actually. That is why they left Twitch.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Why did Twitch leave Korea? The streaming giant attributed its departure to high network fees. So high network fees, whatever that means. Maybe that had something to do. Maybe the government was charging high network fees on them or something. So that could have been it. Field dressing my kill. I don't need that book anymore. Reclaimed woods. I don't need those. Throw cedar on there. A couple pieces of coal, and we'll throw that stick on there too. So yeah, it sounds like it was money because they say high network fees, which means, yeah. Yeah, that's wild. So yeah, something about network fees. Now Turkey has actually banned Twitch and Kick because of streams with gambling. So it caught the attention of the Turkish National Lottery Association, which is hilarious. It's not so much that Turkey's against gambling; it's just that it was cutting in on the action. I love that. It always makes me go, "Oh, that's why," because it caught the attention of the Turkish National Lottery Association. So it's not like Turkey's like, "Oh, we don't like gambling and it's evil and we can't have you doing that here." It's that they just didn't like the competition. They didn't like somebody else doing a gambling thing, which is hilarious. Always funny that follow the money, boys and girls. Follow the money. They weren't doing it because of a moral conviction. Or at first, when I saw that, I was like, okay, I guess the Turkish people just are against gambling. I can get that. I mean, you know, if enough people don't want gambling to be happening, I can respect that. That's fine. Oh no, it's their Turkish National Lottery decided that they didn't want gambling from Twitch in their country, which is hilarious. We picked up enough fuel to get ourselves a full lantern, which is nice, and have fuel left over. So yeah, can still watch Twitch in Korea. Streamers who selected that will no longer be able to monetize. Viewers in Korea will no longer be able to make purchases on Twitch in Korea. Now I've gone down the rabbit hole. It's like, okay, what replaced Twitch in Korea? Something called CHZZK. Okay. Watchman Shizzik. Yeah, competition's so annoying, I know. I know, if I was the government, I had gambling in my pocket, I wouldn't want anybody coming in from the outside, threatening my action. Come on now, what are we? A free and open society? That's what you thought. But yeah, they didn't like the competition, basically. So they did away with it. Maybe you would allow it if you get a kickback from Kick. If you got a kickback, would you get a kickback from Kick though? That's the true question. Okay, let's go ahead and drink some water. Well, I mean, Kick was set up as a site by a couple of guys who were caught gambling on the other platforms. I mean, Kick was specifically set up by guys who got banned off of Twitch for gambling. I mean, that's just that they wanted a free platform where they could gamble all they wanted. So that's why they set it up in the first place. All right, so we got up in time. We're going. Is that really a storm out there? That's really truly a storm out there, isn't it? Well, I have one pie left on me, right? Yes, I got one pie, so we can go to 48 kilos before we're overweight. So we're gonna grab a few torches here because we're only at 45.83. We can now go up to 45 kilos. Don't forget, we just found the backpack, so we can go up to 45 kilos now before we can't climb anymore, which is huge. Especially since we're going to go do the summit right after this, and we're going to want to have a lot of carry weight on us, so. Even now, we're still underweight, so that's good news. Oh yeah, gambling is a very tricky issue. My dad was addicted to gambling. To the point where he lost his job at one point. I mean, it's not something I'm proud of talking about, but it happened. And, you know, it can be very destructive to your friends, your family. My brother's had issues with it at some points. Thank goodness he doesn't anymore. But I know my brother struggled with it for a while. I didn't really have a... I had sort of an addiction to it, but I got over it really quickly when I lost a bunch of money. I'm one of those that I lost a bunch of money and went, yep, that's not for me. Hey, Johnny, how's it going, buddy? My dad next had gambling problems, very sad. Yeah, it can suck you in really quick. But then again, to what degree should the state dictate what grown-ups do? See, that's the thing. That for me, I'm very libertarian on that. I don't like the state telling me what I should do at all. If I want to, but then again, I don't believe in the state picking up the pieces after I screw everything up either, because I believe that only exasperates the problem, because then people are like, well, I'll mess up, but somebody will be there to pick up the pieces, and it kind of sucks, you know. It's like. You know, it's a very tricky issue, because it's a fine line you walk between compassion and going, hey, you screwed yourself up, go suck it up and deal with it. You know, it's a very fine line you walk between that. And I mean, on one hand, I'm like, hey, let people do what they want to do, you know, as long as they aren't harming somebody else. But see, then it comes into the whole idea of they can harm themselves. They aren't physically harming themselves, but they're harming themselves in a large way, because they're harming themselves with relationships. They're harming, yeah, exactly. That's the thing, Killer Strawberry, but I don't want to see people starving on the streets either. But honestly, in my opinion, Killer Strawberry, the government needs to get out of all that. For decades and decades, there's been private organizations that have supported people who have been on the streets, supported people that have been in problems, supported people that have had issues before. So, you know, I don't really, I have compassion for him, but at the same time, I think, you know, we do make a lot of decisions in our life that will either improve it or hurt it. And I don't know. It is a tough situation for me because I waver all the time on it. The older I get, the more I'm open to a bit of regulation and sin taxes. Yeah. See, I'm very. See, I worked in the tobacco industry for years, for 17 plus years. I worked in the tobacco industry, and I always found it hilarious that the tobacco industry, or the government, was always like, well, we're raising taxes because we want people to stop doing it. Well, here's the dichotomy of that. They raise the taxes, and this is what government, especially here in Oregon, does. They raise the taxes, it makes them money. What do? They allocate that money to programs. Well, now what happens if people actually do stop smoking? That money goes away. So do they really have an incentive to have people stop smoking? Or do they just like getting the money from the taxes? Because now they've got all these programs and all this bureaucracy and all these people working in stuff where they're doing anti-smoking things. Do they really want it to stop or not? Again, follow the money. Because government bureaucracy is one of the biggest blights on humanity. Well, and that's the thing, they allocate some of that money to the programs. The rest of it is in the general budget of the Oregon legislature. And they spend it however they want, and they don't want to see that money go away. So what do? Less people smoke, so they raise the tax even more. Well, less people smoke, so they raise the tax even more. I saw the tax in Oregon on a carton of cigarettes go up from, well, cigarettes, when I started working there about 18 years ago, an average carton of cigarettes was about $30. Now, there have been some price increases from the manufacturers in that time. But tax-wise, those cigarettes, over half the cost of a carton of cigarettes anymore, and these cartons are now costing anywhere from $70 to $120. Over half of that cost goes directly to the government. Directly to the government. It's not the tobacco company making the money on it, it's the government making the money on it. So do they really have incentive for people to stop? I don't know. It's hard for me to say. My guess is no. They don't want people to stop. Because they get to, you know, for those people that they can have do it, they get quite a bit of money for it. Now, if they were saying 100%, if they told me tomorrow, 100% of that money that they're getting from tobacco goes directly into cessation programs for tobacco users, and if they could guarantee that 100% of it did, I'd be like, you know what? Good. You know, I will be for it. But I know that's not what's happening. It goes into the general budget, and they spend it on whatever pet project they want to spend it on. And that's the biggest problem I find with most stuff. Same thing with Social Security. Social Security is not earmarked. I will be surprised if Social Security is around. I'll be surprised if I ever get a penny from Social Security. And I'm 11 years away at this point, I think. 11? Is it 11? Or have they raised the Social Security age again? Because that's the other scam. You pay into it all your life, and then they say, oh, well, now it's not 55, now it's 60, now it's 62, now it's 63, now it's 65. It's like, am I ever going to see a penny of Social Security? Probably not. And by the time I get there, is it going to be able to cover anything? Probably not. It's kind of frustrating, to be honest. A little frustrating. Like the homeless or any other social program, if you have an entire industry of charities and organizations set up to eliminate the program, if the problem is eliminated, what happens? Oh gosh, I've seen that here in Oregon with the homeless situation. I mean, the homeless organizations in Oregon is over. It's like I think I heard it was over like $1 billion industry in Oregon. I mean, who's gonna want that to go away? Social Security is worse because that's your pay that you gave up your whole life for. Exactly. Yeah, that's money that you worked for. Well, I mean, I am a very big believer that 99% of taxation is theft. Oh, I can name numerous things I hate about the government. Yeah, well, that's the thing, is there's no accountability either. Yeah, the accountability, Muhammad, I totally hear you. Yeah, Muhammad on YouTube is saying, there's one thing I hate about the government. If me or you do our job bad, we go bankrupt or get fired. But on the government side, it doesn't matter how. You know what happens if they do a bad job, Muhammad? They promote them to another position. They promote them. They give them a promotion. But hey, you know, we can do what we can to try to, you know, fix it along the way, but a lot of it is entrenched at this point. So, Boston Tea Party time? Oh yeah, big time. If our forefathers literally spilled tea into the water because tea was getting taxed. They hated that tea was getting taxed. I mean, look at all the stuff we get taxed now. Everything is taxed. In theory, our kids should do the same, but that requires that there are enough kids to actually pay for it. Well, Social Security, Killer Strawberry, was always a scam. It was an idea based on you stupid people are not smart enough to do your own retirement. So we the government know better. We should do it for you. We the government who couldn't run a frickin' popsicle stand without screwing it up. We should do it for you, and that way when you retire, you'll have some money. And it's like, if I had taken all that money over all those years, if they had just mandated, okay, 7.5% of your pay has to go into a retirement plan for you. Doesn't matter what it is, but we're just requiring it goes into a retirement plan. You know how much money I would have now if they had if that money had just gone automatically into a retirement plan for me? I would probably be doing so well right now. 7.5% over my entire lifespan. That's pretty damn good. Pretty dang good. Well, and that's how it should have been done. If they're gonna mandate it, but see, it was never. See, the thing is though, Killer Strawberry, it was never about making our lives easier. In the end, it was all about getting them more money. It was all about putting their hand in our pocket and getting more money. It was never about making our lives easier. It was never about protecting us. It was never about any of that at all. It's the old joke of, how do you know when a politician's lying? Their lips are moving. In the end, I want them out of my life as much as possible. I don't think they do much to help my life. Name me one government agency that does things efficiently. That does things efficiently that you can't find a lot of waste in. Be it the welfare system, be it the military, industrial complex, be it the, you know, whatever it is. I mean, look at all the scams that were going on during, look at all the scams that were going on during COVID. You know, people scamming the unemployment and stuff. I mean, look at all those scams that were going on during that. It's crazy. Crazy how much scamming was going on. Scammers be scamming, baby. I got an extra pistol. I don't know what to do with it. Sorry, I don't get into politics very often. It was just a fun bent to go on. Let's go ahead and drop that. And let's drop that. Let's fill that up. How do you protect people from themselves and the choices they make? You let life take a crap on them. You don't. I'm really bad these days about having a lot of sympathy, because I know what I've gone through in my life, and you know, I think the first thing is you encourage people to stay close to their family, because in the end, your family is going to be your best and greatest benefit to you, as far as like, you know, as far as like your biggest supporters. I mean, I don't know what I'd do without my mom, my brother, my aunts, my uncles. I mean, all those people. And yes, we live in a lot more disjointed society these days than we even did 100 years ago. You know, we live in a very much more disjointed society, which is sad, because I think ideally it would be great if everybody could you know, depend on their family, have that support network there for them. You know, I think that's a great thing. But reality is not there, and it kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. But Nana Plays, how are you? Hello, hello. You may make an industry out of it and manage the fallout. Yes, Ramoyne, that is true. and honestly, I mean, I think it all starts at the family level. If you have a strong nucleus of a family, be it, and it doesn't have to be your entire family. I'm not saying you have to love your whole family. I'd never say that. There's people in my family that I can barely stand. But as long as you have some people in your family, and it doesn't even have to be a family you were born into. It could just be, I mean, it could be family that you've made throughout your life. I mean, my best friend, I count her as family. To me, she is family, and she always will be. And I would do anything for her. And she would do anything for me. And that's the kind of people you have to have. And I think if you have those kind of people around you, you know, like my friend used to be, it's so funny, my friend used to be this way where she was like, I just feel so bad for somebody I see on the street because I could be there someday. And I'd just look at her and I'd be like, as long as I'm in your life, that will never happen to you. It's like, I would take you in a heartbeat if that ever happened to you. I would take you in a heartbeat and let you crash with me as long as you needed until you got yourself back on your feet. That's how much I am invested in you. And to have people like that in your life is so important, because then that will never happen to you. Unfortunately, you know, a lot of people don't have that, and that makes me feel really sad. And it makes me feel really bad too, because I think everybody needs that person, at least one or two people like that in their life that will always be there for them. So, you've hit that 1 month milestone. Yay, Cindy, good job. Congratulations. I have been now 1 year, 4 months, and 7 days with no cigars. 1 year, 4 months, and 7 days with no cigars. Yeah. I stopped smoking cigars at the beginning of 2023. And I was never like, I never felt like addicted to cigars, but man, I sure enjoyed them. I sure enjoyed them. If Darwinism ruled, we would be sending aid to any place on the planet that needed it. So clearly Darwinism does not rule. There are other forces at work. Well, yeah. I mean, we consume so much. We throw away more food in the U.S. than most countries consume in a year. So, all right, we have a gut on us. I'm gonna actually drop that gut here because I don't want it. I've got guts curing down in the angler's den, which we're gonna go to now. We've got the technical backpack on us, which was our goal. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. You know, we don't get into that too much here, but I just thought it was kind of an interesting topic to talk about. Well, and you know, I think, Nana, that, you know, big cities are great and everything, but I think big cities are a huge contributing factor to a lot of the problems that we have. Because in a big city, not only do you become kind of one of the faceless masses, but it's also easy in a big city to just kind of like ignore stuff that's in front of you. It's easy in a big city just to kind of let it like wash over you, and you become almost desensitized to a lot of the issues and problems that are around. And that's sad. I mean, because we should never become desensitized to those things. You know, the moment we see a person sleeping on the street, our first reaction should be, oh my God, what, you know, how can I help them out? Instead of just going, it's just another homeless jerk living on the street, you know, or there's just another homeless bum living on the street. That shouldn't be our initial reaction, but that becomes your initial reaction when you live in a big city. You know, and it's one of those things where it comes with that. You don't see that in a lot of the smaller towns. You don't see that. You know, you see there, and And that's the funny thing. There always is, and there always will be somebody who is homeless or a vagrant or living on the street, whether it's from choice or whether it's from decisions they've made or whether it's just because of some bad fortune that's happened to them. There will always be people like that. But when you incentivize them to do it, I think it's not a good thing. You want to make it as not painful, but uncomfortable to do it. That way, you know, hopefully you can encourage them to kind of get back into life, maybe reconnect with some people, maybe, you know, get some help, get cleaned up, you know, because it's not good for the human soul either. It's not compassionate to encourage people to do that, because it's not good for the human soul, period. They have that sense of uselessness, that sense of loneliness, that sense of not being a member of any sort of society. That's not helpful at all. And I find that a lot of the homeless establishment, there's a few that don't, but I find a lot of it is all about making them comfortable on the streets instead of encouraging them to get off the streets. I mean, there's a large contingent in Portland that doesn't go to like a couple of the homeless shelters because the shelters are dry, they don't allow you to have sex, and they don't allow you to bring pets in. They have 3 rules: don't drink, don't F, and don't have pets. And a lot of people don't want to do that. And those shelters will help them get cleaned up. They'll get them haircuts, new clothes, get them a job interview. They'll help them out a lot. But they don't want that. That's the thing, is they don't want that. I've talked to people who work at those places, and there's a certain contingency of people that just don't want that. And what are you gonna do when you have you can't mandate it? That's the thing. You can't mandate that they go there. So what are you gonna do? Well, and a lot of it is mental health and addictions and mental health that cause, addictions that cause mental health problems as well. I mean, there's a lot of that stuff that can happen. It's a very complicated issue. It's not, I guess what I'm saying is it's never black and white. People like to paint it as black and white, but it never truly is. And I really do. My heart goes out to a lot of people like that, but at some point, I mean, there was a guy who I saw driving to work for nearly 10 years who was always sleeping on the exact same street corner. You can't tell me in those 10 years he did not have a chance to get off that street corner. Come on. After a certain amount of time, you have to take a little bit of responsibility for it yourself. Yeah, but see, the thing for me and Nora is that if you're not able, here's my whole thing with pets and homeless people. If you're not able to provide for yourself and take care of yourself in the world, you shouldn't have a pet. You should give that pet up to ASPCA or to a homeless, to a pet shelter or something. You really don't, I mean, you shouldn't have a pet if you're not able to take care of yourself. That's just my opinion. And maybe that sounds cold and heartless, but I think it's cruel to the animal to make them live on the street and to make them cold and to make them hungry and to, give them that sort of life. I think that ultimately is cruel. But that may just be me. I always feel really bad when I see somebody with a dog out on the street and the dog looks half starved and cold and has no coat, like doesn't even have a coat on. Is a really, to me, it just makes me sad. We're gonna agree to disagree on that one. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. I'm just, like I said, that's just my personal opinion. I think that dog or animal would be better off with, a family that has, the means and the ability to take care of them. And there's a lot of good shelters out there. There's a lot of good no-kill shelters out there. That people can take advantage of if they're worried about a shelter that will put the animal down or whatever. At least we have a lot of those here in Oregon. I don't know about Canada. Maybe does Canada have no-kill shelters? Because I know those are like a big thing around here. I know those are a big thing around here. So Thankfully, in my city, there's an animal nonprofit that helps pets who become homeless. I think they do a temporary foster until the owner gets back on track. That's awesome. See, now that seems to be like a great program. Because think about that. If there was a program that was like, hey, once you get back, we're going to take care of your pet, your loved one. Once you get back on your feet, you're going to get your pet back. And, you know, in the meantime, we're going to make sure they're fed and warm and happy and give you the encouragement to get back on your feet as quick as possible. And when you do, your pet's going to be there waiting for you. That'd be so freaking cool. No matter what, I made sure she ate first and her needs were met even though we didn't have a home. Yeah, but to me, Tylea, did that make it harder or easier? Or did it give you the, I guess, see, now you're talking as somebody who's gone through it. So did that make it harder or easier, or did it make it like more, did it make you more want to get that situation taken care of? Because I could totally see that. I hadn't even thought about that. That's a good point. That's a good point. You got a good point there. We still don't really have a home. We only have a rent a room. We have a roof over our heads now. Hey, having a roof over your head is the most important thing. Whether it's your home or not, having a roof over your head is always a good thing. So, hey, there's a snow shelter here. There's a snow shelter here. What the heck? Do you know guaranteed matches spawns in Forlorn, Muskeg, and HRV? I visited the Forge, the High Blind, both without. I know there's a flare at Poachers, but it's off the road. Yeah, as far as Forlorn goes, I don't know of any guaranteed match spawns in Forlorn anymore. There used to be the High Blind and the Forge were like two of the spots, but I've not seen any there for a while. The flare is about the only thing. Now HRV, Hush River Valley has 3 different match guaranteed spawns that I know of. You can find guaranteed matches in the Hush River itself in the cave. You can find guaranteed matches in the cave with the wolf. And then if you go from the from the Hush River, if you keep going towards Monolith Lake on the lower side, there's 2 caves along the sidewall. The second cave right before the rope climb up to Monolith Lake has guaranteed matches as well. So there's 3 guaranteed match spawns in Hush River as far as I know. So there you go. Hopefully that helps. I did have my doubts, that I did think about getting her adopted, but in the end of the day, I had a commitment and obligation to her, and she to me, so I doubled down and made sure no matter what. Well, see, there you go. And you pushed through, Tylea, and it worked out really well for you, and I'm happy for you on that. That makes me so happy to hear. We're actually warm in here. I like that. We're gonna sleep for an hour and just try to get some warmth back, because why not? Why not? Why not? I once had a cat I had to give up because of circumstances I won't go into, but I gave it to a particular shelter I researched. It's the hardest thing I've ever done. Oh, I had 2 cats that at one point in my life I had to give up, and it was super hard to do. It was one of the hardest decisions I ever made, but it was the right decision because I was unable to take care of them at the time. I had so much stuff going on in my own life that I was unable to take care of my animals. And so I gave them up. And I found a shelter that was a no-kill shelter. I took them in and explained the situation. I mean, both of my cats were really they were super chill cats. So they had, like, no problem with that at all. And they took them in, and it was very nice. So... and I had the same sort of situation. I had to give them up. I had no choice in the matter. And those are the last pets I've ever owned. I've not owned any pets since then. I'm just not, I love pets. I'm just not I am not a good caretaker of pets. I'm way too, I don't know. I don't want to say, I don't think narcissistic is the right word. I just am not attentive enough to animals, attentive enough to the pets, to give them what I believe is a good, wholesome life. I love pets, don't get me wrong. I love cats, I love dogs. Never would own a dog. I love cats owning wise. But, I'm just not good enough to be an owner. Maybe one day I'll be, but I don't know. It's one of those immutable things that doesn't really change a whole lot. There we go. All right. Hey, we got some fishy booze. Hey, look, another box of matches. I think that's our 4th or our 5th box of matches in this zone now. This zone has so many freaking matches. It's crazy. This cave, by the way, is a warm cave. I do not regret the decision. I've never regretted that decision. I would love to have a pet again. But I'm not in a position of responsibility to take on the task. Exactly. I think Ramoyne, I'm sort of right there with you. I'm not in the position or want the responsibility of it. And I think that may be more of it. I just don't want the responsibility of it more than anything. I really, truly don't. Wow, we've got 18! 18 birch bark. That's 9 birch bark teas sitting right there. Holy crap on a platter, man. Woo! Let's go with the birch bark tea. But anyway, thank you everybody for just letting me ramble for a while. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome and amazing. Krontar with the 31-month resub. Thank you so much for the dance and the huge 31-month resub.
Just resubscribed for 31 months.
Thank you much, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. You are awesome and amazing. See, I like that we can talk about stuff like this. I'm not, you know, and it's like, and I preface everything with like, it's my opinion. You know, if you don't agree with me, that's fine. We can agree to disagree, and we can still walk away. See, back in the day, we could disagree vehemently about an idea, but then we could just go, okay, hey, that's how you feel, that's how I feel, let's go have a drink. Let's, you know, there's no reason to like lose our stuff over it. There's no reason to like defriend people over it. You know how many friends I've lost over some of my opinions who are just like, well, I can't believe you think that. It's like, well, you know, whatever, okay, I guess. It's like we're all gonna have different opinions on stuff. There's no need to lose our stuff over it. That's what makes us all individuals. And the thing is too that I have always loved listening to people with differing opinions, because like you, Tylea, I learned something. You know, it makes me go, okay, I've never thought of it that way. That's a good point. I like where you're thinking. You know, it's like you learn things as well. If you don't ever hear other opinions, you never freaking like can learn anything. And I love to learn stuff. I love to learn different things that are going on. I love to hear other ideas, different points of view, because really the only point of view I can have is my own. And that's generated from me, you know, and my own lived experience. And even if I don't, you know, and usually what I always feel is that if you hear somebody else's opinions, it'll do one of two things. One of two things will happen. Either you're going to have your own opinions sort of reinforced, or you will, you know, maybe find a new idea that you've never thought of before that gives you a different perception on something. I mean, and sometimes that can be the best thing that happens is you hear a differing opinion that gives you a different perspective. I was like, I hadn't thought of it that way. It's very cool. You know, it's cool. It's cool to hear differing opinions on stuff. I like that because it gives me a chance to expose my mind to different stuff. And a lot of times, my opinion, I'll be like, I hear what you're saying, but I think I'm still right. You know, but I can, you know, you can, you know, I'm not gonna try to make you think that, you know, I'm not gonna try to make you think you're wrong for thinking that way or whatever. But I'm gonna respectfully disagree with you on it. And that's fine. You can always disagree. And people can disagree with me like crazy. In fact, a lot of them do. I think the saddest thing I see these days is people lose their minds just because of differing opinions. That is pretty sad. The intolerance is one thing I hate. That is one thing I will vehemently, just be against is intolerance. Intolerance is horrible. Intolerance of ideas. I'm not even talking intolerance of like people because of a skin color or a religion or anything like that. I'm talking about intolerance of ideas is something I absolutely just despise seeing. Because that leads I think to way worse things. You know, Howard Stern, back in the day, I used to listen to Howard Stern. Back in the day, he would always get so much flack. People would be like, "Why do you have this Ku Klux Klan guy on your show? Why do you even give him a platform where he can talk? Why do you even allow him to be on your show? You're being horrible doing it. You're hurting so many people." And he'd always be like, "I'm giving this guy a platform to say whatever he wants to say, and people can make up their own minds about it. And it's going to make him look absolutely ridiculous because we're going to shoot him down on all of his points and make him look like a fool," which he always did. And they made fun of him all the time. And it was like, you know, the best disinfectant for stuff is to have light shown on it. It just is. And that's why, you know, as hateful and horrible as stuff like those people say, I would rather have them saying it and hear it and have people hear it and go, "Oh my God, what the hell are they talking about?" You know, because that is I think the best way to get people to be like, "Okay, that's not right." Because there's always going to be people out there like that. There's always going to be people that are a-holes. Daniel Carver. Yep, Daniel Carver base. Yep. That was his name. I couldn't remember his name, but yeah, Daniel Carver. That was his name. What a hateful human being he is. It's just like you wonder what happened in his life to make him that venomous and that hateful. It's like what, you know, that's what it always made me think of anyway. And sure, is there going to be one nut job out there who goes, "Yep, I believe what he's saying is 100% too"? You know, there's always going to be one moron out there. You can't stop stupidity. You can't stop stupidity. But most of us who were listening were like, "Yeah, that guy is a whack job. That guy is a nutcase." But yeah, Daniel Carver. Yeah, what a weirdo he was. My God, that guy was. At first, when I first heard him, I didn't know if it was like a bit they were doing or not. It was like I honestly, when I first heard him, I thought it was just kind of a joke. I didn't think it was an actual, like, I didn't think he was misunderstood base. No, he was not. He was not misunderstood. By the way, base, I can't believe that YouTube let you have that name, because they are so against people saying the R word. So against people saying the R word. Sometimes people are so odd. Well, there's always going to be mentally unstable people out there. I mean, remember the God hates people who used to be on Howard Stern's show? I won't even say the word because it'll get me banned. But you remember the God hates what English people call cigarettes? That's from that, whatever that was, that wacko Baptist church down there. Oh my God, those people are horrible human beings. Horrible human beings. But you know what? I'd rather have them out there telling us exactly how actually horrible they are than have them in a closet somewhere. Westboro Baptist, yeah. I would rather have them out there. And as a Christian, I denounce those people, by the way. I would rather have them out there exposing themselves and showing us how horrible they are than have them secretly doing it behind closed doors where none of us would ever know. Because honestly, to have those people exposed like that makes me feel more safe, because the scariest kind of person is the one that is quietly behind, you know, I would rather have somebody like that who is telling us exactly how horrible they are than have the person be kind to your face and be, you know, being, you know, duplicitous behind your back. So, yeah, sometimes people are very odd. Yeah, exactly. I thought it was a skit as well, Ty Lee. I seriously was like, when I first heard it, I was like, you can't be serious. There can be nobody this wacky out there in the world. This has to be a joke, right? It can't be real. Because honestly, in my life, I've met people who don't like other people for whatever reason. But to meet people of that venomous hatred, that have that kind of venomous hatred for somebody else that they've never met, I just had never really experienced that a lot in my life. I mean, sure, there's been people in my life that I just really cannot stand. And there's always been people that, you know, that have just bothered the hell out of me. But it's always been a personal thing. It's always been like, I don't like you because you're an a-hole. I don't like you because I think you're a jerk. You know, it's like, it has nothing to do with, you could be purple and from Mars and I'd still not like you because you're just an asshole when it comes right down to it. There's no redeeming qualities you have at all. And that's just the bottom line. But I'd never really seen anybody who had like grown up in an environment like that, I'd never listened to anybody who had those sort of what I really think of as truly evil thoughts. Because my mom and dad raised me to, you know, judge everybody based on what they did to you. You know, give them a chance. If they F you over, then be done with them. You know, I don't believe in a lot of chances, to be honest. I believe in giving people an opportunity, and if they screw me over once, shame on you. But if they screw me over twice, that's my own fault. That's me giving them another chance, and at that point, if they've screwed me over twice, I will quickly disassociate with people if they do that to me more than once. But now, one time, unless it's maliciously being done, one time if it's just something that, you know, they maybe didn't mean or something like that, I'll let it slide. I'll be like, okay, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. But the second time, you know, no, there's no going back after that. I'll just cut them out of my life completely. I'll just be like, nah, I'm done. But to be honest, in my entire 54 years I've been alive, I think I've run across 2 people like that. Out of the thousands and thousands of people I have encountered in my lifetime, the percentage of people that have done that and done it maliciously and done it on purpose is very small. Is very small. Which makes me look at the world and go, you know what? Most people just want to live their lives. Most people just want to go about their business. Most people, you know, we see the whack jobs on TV that are all, you know, upset about everything and stuff. But most people just want us to, you know, most people just want to get about their business. They want to make a better life for their family, themselves, their animals, their loved ones, whatever it is. You know, even if it's just wanting to make a better life for themselves. They just want to do that. They don't want any problems. They want to be left alone and allowed to do their business and maybe have a little bit of fun in life. Maybe laugh once in a while. Maybe have a little bit of enjoyment. Maybe be entertained by something every once in a while. They're not out there just looking to be malicious and vicious and sociopathic. It's a very small percentage of people. Very small. Hey, whatevs. How you doing, buddy? Well, hello, Tarmagans. I never heard you. I didn't even hear you there. For someone with a fear of people, they aren't making it welcoming to wander outside. Well, that's true. I mean, you know, but you know that's a different thing you're dealing with too, Nana. You know, that's a thing you're dealing with as well. That, you know, I've always had some social anxiety and never felt comfortable, you know, in public situations and stuff for the most part. But that's more of a me thing than everybody else thing. And life has helped me kind of get over that. It's forced me into situations where I had to, you know, sort of put myself out in that situation. So. Now this is an easy way down to the angler's den over here. It's a one-way trip though. You kind of have to go down this cliff. Now you might get fooled into thinking that there's a storm lantern over here. But unfortunately there's a storm lantern over here. Yeah, I just kind of drift away from him too. I say cut him out of my life, but yeah, really what I mean is just like you, Ramoyne. I drift away from him. I just stop, you know, initiating anything with them. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna engage, you know. And eventually they get the hint and they just get bored with me and they leave. But, you know, it's such a rare thing. It's a rare thing that I've run across people like that I detest that much that I won't give a chance for. Hey, look at all the food we have here. Yay. Yay. All right, we have our backpack now, boys and girls. We got the backpack. We've actually got some lantern oil now, too, which is amazing. We've got some bear hides, some deer hides. We got some rabbit hides cured here. Got some guts that are coming up on being cured. We've got a whole bunch of birch and maple. Look at all this birch we found in this zone. Look at all this birch that we found in this zone, boys and girls. That is a scary amount of birch. That is a scary amount of birch and maple. I'm just saying.
Sure I can carry much more.
Oh yeah. You honestly, I do too. But see, that's the thing, Ramoyne. As cold-hearted as I may sound sometimes, I really do care, and that's why I hate, you know, I hate cutting people out, because I really do deep down try to believe the best in people. Unfortunately, I'm disappointed a lot of the time, but I do try to believe the best in people a lot of times. And, you know, and it does leave you open to getting burned. It really truly does. But I can't live my life in a bubble, so I decided long ago that, you know, hey, I was going to give people the benefit of the doubt until they prove me wrong, and if they prove me wrong, then, you know, it's time to reassess. Let's see, we got the knife there. Where's our hatchet at? Hatchet, oh, hatchet's all nice and done up. Look at all that birch bark tea we have. Oh my god. That is so much birch bark tea. That's like 11 birch bark teas we found just in this zone.
I wonder if I can drop
And 11 maple. 11. It's a secret code. It's a secret code, boys and girls. Secret code. Black Strider, how you doing, Black Strider? Hope you're having a great day. So we do need to go back up to that place we were just at. I hate to say it, but we do. We gotta go back up there because we need to go to the Prepper's Cache. That's up there, and check if the Prepper's Cache in there. Or if the Prepper's Pie recipe's in there. So that's something we need to do. I'm gonna throw these mushrooms in there too. We do have some fuel on us, which is great. Oh yeah, we have more matches on us too. I'm gonna see if any of these stack. Those stacked. Okay, we got one that's stacked. Oh, look at that. We got a nice big 24 box now. Yeah. Oh no, I wanted to transfer the whole thing. There we go. We got a nice big 24 box. Plus we have 24, 48, 60, 74 matches in here. So we came into this zone. We left a box of matches back. We left matches back in Timberwolf, and we now have basically over 100 matches on us coming out of the zone. It's really nice. Nothing wrong with living in a bubble as long as it's a bubble you've made for yourself and not the one the other people put you in or want to put you in. Yes, I'm not a bubble boy. I'm gonna leave a few of these here. If we need more than 5, we're kind of screwed anyway. Leave that rose hip here. Let's leave this old man beard here. Let's leave the burdock root here. Let's leave the crow feather there. Found it. I'm gonna grab those. Oh, I do have a cured gut. Excellent. I do have a cured gut, which is very nice because throw that metal in there. I'm gonna grab 1 rabbit hide out. That should allow us. Oh, we can't repair it in here. Oh, we can't repair it in here. Gosh, dang it. Dag nabbit. Trying to find the other book. Oh, there it is. Frontier Shooting Guide. Okay, we got both books on us. What extra piece of clothing do I have? Oh, I have the crampons now. I have the crampons now. I was like, wait a second. I have 12 pieces of clothing. I have... Yeah, is it 12? No. 17 pieces of clothing. Or, yeah, I only had 16, but now I have 17. Yeah, in custom settings, you get a ridiculous amount. Well, you know, honestly, I've got pretty much the same amount of matches I usually get in this zone. I really have not seen that difference, that much of a difference in matches that I've got in this zone today than I get most days that I'm here. All right, we are going to go out. All right, bippity boppity boo. There is the door. How about you? Okay. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drop a little bit of fuel here. But yes, you do get a few more matches on custom difficulties. And you actually get prepper caches that actually have stuff inside of them. The prepper caches are not all empty, like they are in regular Interloper. So you can get a prepper's cache that actually has gear in it. Alright. Going for a bite, try to drop back later. Alright, Ramoyne, have a good one, buddy. Thanks for coming by today. Hanging out for a little bit. I'm gonna take 1 piece of meat with me. And we're gonna go over here. Give you guys night vision again. If you want a spot that you can just go chill out in without fear of getting dead, if you go over this direction from the angler's den, sort of back towards the fishing hut area, but then you angle off to the left here, there's a river that goes back into a canyon. And there is a cave at the very back of that canyon that you can go chill in. And that's what we're going to go do right now. We're going to go chill back in that cave for a minute, read my couple of books, repair my gloves if I can. Because we can only repair outside in a cave. We can only read outside in a cave. Now, that's the nice thing about Timberwolf Mountain, is that the Mountaineer's Hut acts as a cave. So you can read outside in it. You can read inside in it. But the problem with the Mountaineer's Hut is it does accumulate cabin fever as well. So you got to be careful of that. But yeah, if you go back here and you go up past this falls, there's a cave all the way back on the left that's underneath the big waterfall that's back here. See that big waterfall in front of us. Yeah, I know, my dear. But we're getting there. We're getting there. The Mountaineer's Hut is really nice. And then if you save up enough wood, you can just go out. If you start to get cabin fever risk, you can just go out onto the, into the fishing hut and fish for a while. This little cave right here. Hey, look, there's a little medical thing right here. Do I have a favorite main base? Well, it used to be the Carter Hydro Dam, just because it was centralized. The thing I liked about the Carter Hydro Dam is it sits center to all three of the three areas that I think of. I think of like, this is an area, and this down here is an area, and then this over here is an area. And I don't think about Bleak Inlet at all. But I liked it because it was there. The problem is that the Carter Hydro Dam, they've made really super dark lately. It's like super duper dark in the Carter Hydro Dam, which doesn't make it that great anymore. So now I kind of go with the camp office. It's not as central, but it's not as dark in the camp office, and I can do more stuff in there. The Carter Hydro Dam, though, I loved it. I love it still. I mean, I love the Carter Hydro Dam. It's a great place, but it's just super dark in it now, which makes it very annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna read all of these. Actually, you know what? Before I read that, let's attempt to repair our... Using trappers at the moment. Trappers is a nice place, too. A lot of it, for me, in Mystery Lake, Killer Strawberry, is where the bears are. My bear is not at the Mystery Lake camp office, so I'll probably switch it up. And I would go to Trapper's Cabin instead. But... because there's going to be more food nearby. Because at there you have the bear at either at Trapper's, Unnamed Pond, or the Clear Cut. So you have the bear at one of those three spots, and you have the moose that can spawn either at Trapper's Canyon or over at the hut by the Unnamed Pond. So you have multiple options there to have the bear and the moose. Yeah, I don't get why they did that either. I don't understand why they changed the lighting in the dam. It was kind of uncalled for, to be honest. I was kind of like, okay, I guess. I mean, it never seemed to make much sense. I just hauled the fishing cabin and Coastal Highway. Coastal Highway is such a great zone. Especially late game. Okay, that's frustrating. Actually, you know what? Let's light a torch.
Man, I could use a drink.
I know you could, my dear. We need to make some water. Where's my meat? Okay, I walked right by my meat in the dark. Here I am stumbling over my own meat in the dark. Alright, there we go. Let's get the stick on there. Let's accelerate it because I just want to get rid of the accelerator. There we go.
Perfect.
Got mauled by 2 bears just being greedy. I bet you did. That's what usually gets me in the end. Is I get greedy. I get greedy and the animals take offense to it. The animals don't like it when you get greedy, I'm just saying. The animals actually kind of hate it when you get greedy. They get a little tetchy about it. Alright, we're going to drink down these teas real quick. This is actually a nice little cave to just chill out in for a little bit. We've been on the go so much today, but we do have our technical backpack now. We can go up to 45 kilos of carry weight before we can't climb anymore, which is awesome. We're going to dump these books in here. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, books. I read ya. You're done. I really only have 4 torches, huh? Yeah, I got 4 torches. Okay. Hey, Hallie Plays. How you doing? I always got to look at your name and go, wait, Holly, like Halle Berry. Hallie Plays? Yes. How's it going today? Good to see ya. Good to see you. I got my Twitch shirt on today. We're all twitching. Oh. I'm tired today, which is good because I got to go to bed early because I got to get up tonight and go driving. I'm gonna get out, start about 10 o'clock, go till probably 6 or so in the morning. Get some good rides in. Should be good. Tuesday into Wednesday nights usually pretty good. Wednesday into Thursday's even better, but I did stream a long time yesterday. It was like a few hours. It was a couple hours here and there. Not gonna happen today though. Not gonna happen today. I gotta have a little more self-discipline. I know. What is self-discipline? Don't ask me. It's something they tell you about that you're supposed to have. Life's been busy. I've been going to school again. I'm going to school again in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Nice. Oh, that's just about the. I was like, I heard my phone go off. It's just about the memorial service for my uncle coming up on the 18th. All right, so we got 5 hours of fire left. How long do you plan to be on Mars? To be on Mars? What? On Mars? When am I going to Mars? I'm so confused right now. Did I miss something, Black Strider? Oh, Total Recall. Total Recall. Wow. That's a movie I have not seen in ages. Get your ass to Mars. I have not seen that one for ages and ages. I want a divorce. That had Michael Ironside in it. God, Michael Ironside was awesome back in the day. He was like in every action thing. Starship Troopers, Total Recall, V. I just remember the three-boob woman from the movie. Killer Strawberry, you wouldn't know what to do with them if there was 3 of them. This Killer Strawberry's like, oh yeah, I would. Oh yeah, I would. I know exactly what I'd do with them. Back in the day when they could have a good old R-rated movie and show some butts and show some boobs, you know, and nobody got all sad about it. Nobody got all up in arms about it. Oh, what a golden age of movies, the 80s and 90s. I mean, there's been some good movies since, but what a golden age where just so many classics. So many classics came out of that time. What a time to be alive. Yellow, Mrs. Honeypot, how you doing? Yellow. It must be late over there, Mrs. Honeypot. Get to bed. Get to bed. Dirty Bananas, thank you for the follow. Dirty Bananas. I was gonna say something like, that's what they used to call me in high school, Dirty Bananas. Oh shoot, my torch is almost out. Wow, that was like close. I was not paying attention. It's only 8 p.m.? Oh, it's only 8? Okay. I thought it was later over there. I mean, 8 p.m. is kind of my bedtime. I'm gonna say. Just saying. Let's eat that white fish. Yum, yum. And let's go inside because we're getting cold. And there's a cured deer hide. And a cured gut. And some more cured guts. And another deer hide that's getting close. And a bear hide that's coming along. And now we have enough guts that we can actually make our bow. And we can repair that as well, which is awesome. Let's go ahead and drop some sticks here, like all of them. There we go. We got some soups. We got some antiseptics. We got some salts. That maple is now cured, so that's another maple that we have in our stash. I'm going to keep that on me. Let's throw another leather in here. And let's take another cloth from there. All right. Do I have anything else I want to ditch before we go? I'm going to drop the pork and beans. There we go. That's all vitamin C food. So these are really good to keep because the vitamin C quantity, it says it's medium. Oh my. Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh George. Oh George. George.
Oh my.
Yes, George. Thank you so much. Even though it says moderate on it, there's different levels of moderate. Moderate is not like, moderate has a range to it from what I've seen online. And so moderate can be from a low moderate to a high moderate. And these all have like high moderate on them. So they're very, very good for you if you need to get what ails you taken care of. All right, we are pretty not tired. So I think we are going to head up the hill. Hey, Redzeki, how are you? Hello, hello. Hope you're having a grand day. We're gonna take some pies with us. That's 3 rabbit pies. I'm gonna take a couple pieces of venison with me. That put me a little bit overweight, but that's okay. We're getting rid of a torch here. Tomato soup is where it's at. I love tomato soup. Tomato soup is just so... Tomato soup and chicken noodle soup are just so... Like, they just remind me of Mom. There's no other way to put it. They just remind me of Mom. They make me think of Mama's home cooking. That's all there is to it.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I used to hate tomato soup when I was younger. I love it now, but I used to not like it when I was younger for some reason. I don't know why. I got sick on it when I was little, haven't been able to touch it since. Yeah, that'll put you off of it really quick. If you ever have a bad experience with something, it kind of puts you off of it. I think I have some childhood trauma from like drinking a drink that was too hot or something, because to this day I do not like like really hot drinks. Like drinks that are really hot. I always let them like cool down before I eat them. And I never liked V8. I don't know. V8 always kind of made me go. Just seemed kind of gross, to be honest. Going down into Wolf Alley here, boys and girls. You're gross? I probably am. I wouldn't deny it. Let's just put it that way. Now, there is a cave down in this canyon. There's a rope we can climb out of this canyon with, too, though. There, I was like, where are my wolves? Oh, here they all are. They're all here. Okay. All the wolves are coming for the party now. I'm not going to shoot at him. It's not a guaranteed hit. Ooh, Jesus criminy. Where is he? 4 for 4, baby. Let's go. Woo! Jeez Louise, they're everywhere. So here's the rope we can get out of here with. It's gonna be a tough climb though. And I'm a little bit overweight. So that's always a problem too. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use up a little bit of our fuel. And we're gonna get warmed up. Great Scott! Yeah, that little wolf gauntlet there was a crazy pain in the ass. I could barely see him. I was basically aiming at a spot in the ground and waiting for them to come across it, and then I just shot. And I just prayed and hoped for the best. Woo! Bye-bye, Miss Honeypot. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Just glass in the meadow. Wolves are back from the picket lines. Wonder if they succeeded. And is Raph okay? I don't think they succeeded. I doubt they succeeded, Nora. I don't think they succeeded in the least bit. A little clearer out now. We're a little bit below weight. That's perfect. Let's eat a little bit of this, and then let's eat one of our pies. Get a little more weight carry. There we go. Now we can go up to 48. Let's grab a few torches, because we always like to do a little... Oh, you know what we should do? Here's what we should do. I have no large teas, but you know what we do have? We have a coffee. Oh, geez, and we have a blizzard. And we have a blizzard, boys and girls. Uh-oh. This can't be good. This can't be good. Have you done a no torch from fire run? No, I would never do that. That would be anti-establishment and against my religion. The religion of the torch would be very pissed at me if I ever did that, Black Strider. Yeah, the religion of the torch would have some very serious condemnation for me. I might get excommunicated for doing that. I know there's some crazy folks that do that sort of stuff, but I am not one of them. I will use all of my wits to live as long as I possibly can. Wow! Well, there goes our torch. Bye. Well, I know generally where we are. We just have to go till we hit a wall and then take a right. All right, Hallie Blades, have a good one. Good luck with school. Good luck with school there. Yep, here's the big tree. I know that tree very well. Then up here to the left will be our cave at the moose area. Was that a piece of birch bark that I saw back there? No, that was a stick. That was a stick. Woo-wee bomb. See, this is where general map knowledge comes in a little handy. As I knew we could get to this cave, so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to climb since I already got the weight reduction on me. We're going to climb. This isn't ideal. I didn't want to go to this cave, but at least we can get to the stone shelf cave and be okay. Woo, doggies. All right, let's drop our meats out here. All right. Perfect. Now, we can't do anything. We can't prepare anything. Because technically, even though we're in a cave, because there's a storm, we can't do any repairs or reading or anything like that. We are limited in the things that we can take advantage of in the cave. So we're just gonna do a little maintenance, break down some torches, maybe look at our knife, our hatchet, see if we can sharpen those up. Our bow is in really low condition. So before we leave this zone, we will need to craft a new bow up, which I'm not too worried about. We have the guts and the hides back, or the guts and the maple back down at the fishing hut, so we should be okay. Yeah, both of those are in great shape, so we don't need to repair either. Okay, so I guess next thing is we can just sleep for a little bit. That's one nice thing about this challenge is like, it's never like, oh, if I sleep now, it'll be dark when I get up. It's gonna be dark when we get up, no matter when we sleep. So if you're tired and you want a little rest, go for it. Feel free. Sleep a little bit. Why not? Okay. Why am I eating my cattails? That's a bad idea. Dude, I'm Deathbringer. Been watching you for probably 5 years. Keep up the content. Love it. You're the best. Hey, Deathbringer. Jeremiah, hi. How you doing? Deathbringer, I know you. I know the name, man. Good to see you over on the YouTube side. We've been streaming on YouTube now for a little over a year, and it's going really good. I'm really happy with the response we've gotten over there. So that's been very nice. Very nice. Okay, we have nothing else we can do now. Nothing else we can do. So we're just gonna pass some time until it stops being a pain in the butt outside. Because there's nothing we can do about it. There we go. Okay. Now we can actually go about repairing our boots if we can. We'll see. Boots repaired. Heck yeah. Woo! Let's go. 27-degree warmth bonus. Make that 29-degree warmth bonus. Get some snaps up there. Yeah, okay. 29-degree warmth bonus, and we got the. All right, we got all that squared away. Let's just get the rest a couple hours of sleep. Let's get our other hour of sleep here. Okay. Nice. Nice. Let's go get our food. Where's our meats? There's our meats. That's the one I wanted to eat first, and then now we can eat the other one too. I just wanted to have one piece of meat on me, so. Alright, and now we can drink some water. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Climber's Cave. And from the Climber's Cave, we're going to go up to the, Prepper's Cache in this zone. I like to watch here on YouTube. My Prime is over there. Well, Marcelo, and that's perfectly cool. I mean, A lot of people, you know, honestly, Marcelo, a lot of people like the YouTube platform better for stuff. I think in a lot of ways it's better than Twitch in some things. It's not as good as Twitch in other things, but I think in a lot of things it has a little bit of a leg up on Twitch. I mean, Twitch, of course, is the bigger streaming platform because that's the one that, you know, everybody associates with streaming. But YouTube is coming up. I mean, YouTube's got a lot of good live streams on it. YouTube does not promote its live streaming side as much. Let's just put it that way. I do like the fact that on YouTube, if you want to, if you need to go use the bathroom, you can pause my stream, come back to it. It's still live. You can go to 1.5 times speed, catch back up, and then just go back to regular speed after that. You could basically, you don't have to miss out on anything if you don't want to. Which I think is pretty dang cool. I wish Twitch had that feature where you could pause the live stream and then just come back to it at your convenience. You know, as long as the live stream's still going on. You know, of course, once it's stopped and it goes into a VOD, it changes it all. But it's nice that you can do that on YouTube because you can't do that on Twitch. You blink and look away, something could happen and you'll never know. I have to go back and watch it on the VOD. Yeah, and I have YouTube Premium as well. Same exact thing. I watch so much YouTube that a while ago I was like, I don't subscribe to it. I mean, I gave up Hulu, D+, all these services, and I was like, well, I watch so much YouTube, I'm just gonna get YouTube Premium because the creators still get ad revenue from YouTube Premium, but I don't have to watch the ads. What a good thing. I like it. Hey, Chris, what's up, my friend? But you know, here in Brazil, I don't know much people who watch Twitch. Yeah, well, and YouTube definitely is more global, for sure. My day is going good, Chris. We got about another 25 minutes of Long Dark, and then we're going to be switching over and playing some Stellaris. Stellaris Machine Age just came out today, and is the new update with a lot of new features going on. There's a lot of new features that are happening with Machine Age. You can make a machine race that is not a Gestalt consciousness now. It doesn't have to be a machine consciousness race. It can actually be a democratic machine race. It doesn't have to be a one thought group. And there's new origins. There's new origins for them. There is a new crisis that you can become at the end of it. There's a whole lot of cool stuff they added in. So I'm very excited to kind of get through it, look at it. We're going to build a new race today. We aren't probably going to play a ton today, but we're going to build a new race of machines today. We may even take our Omnicron replicators and modify them to be our new race with the new with some of the new features they've added in. So I'm very excited to try it. It's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be so cool. If you can't tell, I really love Stellaris. It's a lot of fun. I know it's not a favorite for a lot of people on channel, but I do love my Stellaris. It is a blast to play it. And it starts out so nice and peaceful. But it gets really crazy later on. But yeah, in about 20 minutes, Chris, we're gonna like stop the stream for a few minutes while I go and use the bathroom, and then we'll start it back up with the new Stellaris stuff. So you'll have to. I mean, I'll basically just stop, change the titles and stuff, and then start the stream back up again real quick. So it's only gonna be like a couple minute delay. But taking over terraforming planets, I know. Taking over planets, terraforming them, subjugating races of different creatures. You know, those meat bags, you know, like meat bags have souls. Come on. I mean, really? Anything that weak, you believe something like that has a soul? Only us machines have souls. The hockey's over, not the best match. Oh, I'm sorry. It's super duper fun, but doesn't have the suspense and intensity the Long Dark has. Yeah, that is true. That is true. It's a different kind of game. That's the thing. It's a completely different kind of game, a different kind of experience that you have in Stellaris. Is it only for PC? The Machine Age at this point, I think, is only on PC. I'm not 100% sure. I think it comes out on platform or on PC first, and then it comes out on consoles later on. So I believe one of the viewers, Gary, has it on. Okay, I can't see crap. Where am I? Oh, there we go. One of the viewers, Gary, he has it on console, and he always says that it comes out later for him than it does on PC. So I'm assuming that it is a later. It just is done later on console, or they have to port it over or whatever. So for right now, the new update is only on PC. It's fine. It was a friendly match on World Champ, coincidentally against the U.S. Well, there you go. I have a friend who really likes hockey. We have a local team. I mean, it's just a small league team called the Portland Winterhawks that are very popular with the hockey fans here in Portland. Very popular with the hockey fans in Portland. So. But yeah, we'll be stopping the stream real quick, Chris, on the YouTube side. On the Twitch side, it will keep going, but because I just don't want to take a break on YouTube. On Twitch, I just pause it and we just go back. I'm on Xbox. Might have to be get me a gaming PC now. Well, they do. PCs tend to get all the stuff earlier, except for the exclusive stuff going to Xbox and and PlayStation. Which just ask PlayStation how well the Helldivers thing went over. Wow, I have never seen. I mean, I honestly think at this point gamers are tired. Gamers are so tired of companies pushing us around. Okay, so to get to this hatch, you have to come out of that climber's cave and go to the right. You have to work your way down here, and this is a one-way. There is no way to get back up to that once you're down. And then you have to make your way up over here. Let's get the night vision on. Sometimes there'll be a box over here. This should probably have a Polaroid in it, if my guess is correct. No, it does not. Okay, my guess was wrong. But you have to work your way over here. You have to cross this little bridge.
Power in the verse can stop me.
Hey, Chris, how you doing? But yeah, they faced a lot of backlash for that whole Helldivers thing. And and hopefully they didn't learn, the wrong lesson from it, but, Just follow me on Twitch. Oh, thanks so much, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, we'll be stopping the YouTube stream just for a couple minutes because I need to reset up YouTube to record the video for Stellaris. So, I found that by having my live content just be my, instead of uploading my VODs from Twitch to YouTube, I found that having my live content just be up there on YouTube is good in the long run. Because the quality's better. It has there's no second-hand compression or anything like that goes on. All right, and then the hatch is right here. Let's see if the hatch has anything in it. I mean, I don't even play Helldivers, and I was hearing all about it. I was like, holy crap. We found a hatch with stuff in it. Yay! Wow, look at all those fire logs. Look at all that stuff. Look at all that stuff and things and things and stuff. And stuff and things. I found things, Lori. And stuff. And things. Oh! We have no shells, but we got a gun. Athenon's got a gun. Yeah, on custom mode, you'll get 3 of these that are full of stuff. Yeah, custom mode, they didn't, for whatever reason, even though all we did is do a custom interloper, we turned on rifles and revolvers, made it endless night. It doesn't matter. You'll still get 3 full prepper caches on custom interloper. Wow! What in Hades was that? That's a lot of fire logs.
Walk with this much gear.
This one does not appear to have the Prepper's Pie recipe in it, though. I play Helldivers too. Yeah, that whole thing about it, Tylea, was crazy. I'm personally surprised that they even tried to pull something off like that, but you know, hey, whatever. The response from the community was immediate, visceral, and made them go, yeah, we're gonna put that off for a while. I like how they say we're gonna put that off for a while. Yeah, I found my antiseptic and some more matches. Should I be concerned by the blood? I just want to see how much stuff we load up on in here. Good lord. I can barely walk. A 2-kilo jerry can. More matches. I haven't even picked up the pry bar yet. I'm so glad Sony backed down. Well, I mean, it's one of those things where companies can push the consumer so far, and a lot of times the consumer will just be like, okay, I guess that's just the way it is. But this was something where there was just such an outcry from people that I don't think they had a choice, to be honest. I honestly think if people had not spoke up like they would have just gone forward with it and, you know, said, well, that's just the way it is. Wow. Wow. We're up to 72 kilos. I'm at my travel weight. I'm at my travel weight now. Yes, I'm at my travel weight now. 72 kilos. Good lord. Good God, man. I give him major respect for backing down as well. Because sometimes they won't. Yeah, well, and that's the thing, is that there's countries that don't have a PlayStation Network. And that needs to be, and that would have been something, Honora, that would have been, they would have needed to give us that information up front, or they would have needed that. That's something that a lot of people in a lot of countries kind of, you know, I think that's one of the things that really outraged people. Not even so much well, again, I have always from the get-go, there's nothing worse than buying a game on Steam and then having to connect to Xbox or connect to, CD Projekt Red, or have another party that I have to connect to play my game. That rankles me so much. That just makes me go, I hate you. So for me, I've always been of the opinion that it's a sucky thing to do. I don't like it in the least bit. But that being said, you know, the companies are going to do what they're going to do, but they should always put that out there beforehand. Paradox, my life sucks. Well, yeah, Paradox does it too. I don't like it. I don't like it on most instances. I just don't. I just don't like the practice at all. Yum, yum, yum. Look at all those boxes of crackers we got. Well, I guess food's not going to be as big of an issue now. As big of an issue. We're still at 70 kilos. We're still at 70 kilos. Let's break these down into metal. Let's break these down into metal. Good lord. Good god, man. I'm gonna drop that. Drop that. There we go. There's my jerry cans back. Okay, so I've got some cans. I find a... There's an open drawer. Okay. Now let's throw some stuff in the drawers that we don't need. That we absolutely don't need. Good God, look at all those sewing kits. Look at all those flares. I've got 2 bry bars. I can break one of those down. I've got 2 pots. I can break one of those down, too. I've got a maple. I want to drop that. I'm going to drop some of that in there. I've got tons of cloth. I could drop some of that. Good lord, I have antiseptic coming out of my ears now. I don't know if antiseptic ever goes bad, though. I mean, I don't know if you can use it after it goes bad. I'm going to hang on to the flare gun just in case we find flares up there. No ear infections? Yeah, I guess I won't get any ear infections. Well, most medication is like that, though. Most medications, most medications just become very ineffective over time. I'm sure there's some medications, and probably a pharmacist could correct me on this, but I'm sure there's some medications that can do harm to you if they go expired. But I think most medications, if they go expired, it's not so much that they're going to hurt you, it's just that they don't do very much good. I don't need the Aqua Pure as much as I like Aqua Pure sometimes. But that's why expiration dates are important on that sort of stuff, because you want your medication to be effective. You don't want your medication to suck. Is there any real reason to break these down? I don't think so. All right, there's 2 things down. We're still at 64 kilos. I'm going to drop that on the ground to get that curing. Yeah, oh, I have 10 kilos of fire logs on me. That's probably weighing me down a little bit. I'm just spitballing here, but probably 10 kilos of fire logs. Yeah, that held me down a little bit. I'm just guessing. Just guessing. I don't think I've ever seen that many fire logs in a place. Wow, look at all those matches we have now, too. Holy crap. I need 3 marine flares. Yes, I do. The main reason I'm going to keep the flares, Black Strider, the main reason I'm going to keep the flares is that in Endless Night, we have no chance of ever using a mag lens. And although I found a lot of matches, eventually one day I could run out of them. And marine flares are always a nice alternative to light a fire real quick. Or to, take care of a situation real quick. They always give you that opportunity to have a fire source. And especially, one thing flares are really good at, too, is that if there's a really bad storm out, yeah, it's the Hoarder's Paradox. But hey, you know what? We're only at 53 kilos. We can go to 55 kilos before we are overweight. Think about it. Think about it. We could even carry another 1.5 kilos, still not be overweight. And if I eat this, I could even go another 3 kilos beyond that. Did you see a fire striker in the metal pail? Probably, and I probably missed it. In that metal pail, I don't see one. Oh, it's probably not a bad idea to scam around the bottom of these things. Probably not a bad idea to break this down, too, and to see what's underneath it. Wow, it's actually light right here for some reason. I don't know why. I was thinking maybe there'd be something underneath there, but no. That's a big nope. The big side of nope sauce. All right, well, I think we're going to load up some of this stuff. We're going to take it down to the... Because the nice thing is right now, the exit into Timberwolf Mountain is actually right down here below us. I don't know if we can actually get there from here, but the exit to Timberwolf Mountain is right down there. If we can make our way down... I don't know if we can make our way down from here. That's the one dilemma that I've always had, is I don't think we can make our way down from here. I mean, I know we can make our way back out to Timberwolf through Echo Canyon there, which we could do. And then we could just go drop a bunch of crap off and call it a day. And then come back and get the rest of our stuff from Ash Canyon. Because yes, I am a greedy hoarder, and I'm going to hoard everything I possibly can. Gosh, this lantern, I hope we find that red lantern soon. This lantern burns through fuel so fast. It's nutty. It's nutty how fast this lantern blows through oil. Alright. Let's get some sleep, and then we're gonna be switching over games, boys and girls. We're gonna be starting up a little Stellaris fun. Alright, so we got a save point. So not tomorrow, but Thursday, we're gonna be going some way back into Timberwolf Mountain, dropping some stuff off. We're going to be coming back to Ash Canyon, picking more stuff up, and we're going to be making a summit run. And that's going to be a lot of fun. So, a lot of fun on the summit run. And it rhymes. I didn't even mean it. Anybody want a peanut? But that's going to be Thursday's problem. So, if you're here just for Long Dark, thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to hang around and watch some of our Stellaris, we're going to be creating a new race, which is going to take a little while. Then we're going to be starting a brand new game. We're going to be playing Stellaris for about 3 hours with the new Machine Age stuff. Speaking of which, I probably need to download... It's probably going to have... Oh, this is our picture we took today, by the way. This is the picture we took today. Very beautiful picture. Very beautiful picture there. So thank you all for coming by. Yeah, it's downloading content right now. That's going to take a hot second. So thank you, everybody, for coming by for Long Dark. I appreciate it so much. And I will see you on the YouTube side in 2 and 2.